Their mortgage doubled in 2 weeks, and they were on the brink of foreclosure. They had to stop buying medicine that keeps them well just to stay in their home. Everywhere I go, I meet seniors who are taking half a prescription because that's all they can afford, even though the doctor tells them they've got to take a full dose. All across the country, I meet folks who worked in a factory, a paper mill, a steel plant. Suddenly, after 20 years, job moves overseas. They don't just lose a job, they lose health care, lose pensions, have to try to compete with their teenage kids for a $7 an hour job at a local fast food joint. All across this country, I meet teachers who are having to dig into their own pockets. Having to dig into their own pockets to buy school supplies. Because the schools are underfunded. All across this country, I meet young people who, if they got through school, if they didn't drop out, if they had decent grades, if they had higher aspirations, suddenly they find out that in order to go to college, they've got to take out $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 worth of debt. All across this country, I meet veterans of Iraq and Afghanistan who served this country with nobility. They have performed magnificently. They have done everything that's been asked of them. They are proud of their service, but they wonder about those who are still back there in Iraq and Afghanistan. They question the wisdom of a mission in Iraq that's cost us so dearly in blood and in treasure. Sometimes I meet homeless and disabled veterans who wonder how it is that the country could have forgotten their service so quickly. And sometimes I meet mothers like the one that gave me this bracelet commemorating her son Ryan, who died at the age of 20 in a roadside bomb. Moms who hug me and weep silently over the memories of their children. So we've got big problems.
Yeah, we do.
We've got as big a mix of problems as we have seen in many years. And people know it. But the question is, what can we do? I know people want something different. But the question is, are we willing to work for it? Are we willing to sacrifice for it? Are we willing to mobilize for it? Are we willing to fight for it? Are we willing to march for it? Because what I tell people is, I'm ready to lead this country in a new direction. We may not solve every problem overnight, but we can start getting us on the right track. But I can't do it by myself. Remember what I said, change doesn't happen from the top down, it happens from the bottom up. It happens because the American people decide they are ready for change. And so the question we have tonight is, are you ready? Are you ready? Because if you're ready for change, we can go ahead and tell the lobbyists their days of setting the agenda are over in Washington. They have not funded my campaign, you have. They will not run my White House, and they will not drown out the voices of the American people when I am President of the United States of America.